It started innocently enough. Sarah, my girlfriend, had this friend from college, Mark. She'd known him for years, and when he moved back to our city, they naturally started hanging out again. "He's just a friend," she'd say, whenever I raised an eyebrow about how often they were together. I tried to be cool about it. I didn't want to be the jealous boyfriend. But something felt off. They started spending hours together, grabbing coffee, going to concerts, helping each other with errands. I'd ask her about her day, and half the stories involved Mark. At first, it was little things. A shared glance across the room, a private joke I didn't understand. Then it escalated. Late-night texts. Sarah would quickly hide her phone when I walked in. She started dressing differently when she knew she was going to see him, putting on more makeup, wearing clothes I hadn't seen before. Our date nights became less frequent, replaced with Sarah catching up with Mark. She'd tell me about how he was having problems at work and that she was just trying to be there for him. I mentioned how tired I was lately, and she'd brush it off, preoccupied with her phone. I started feeling like I was living with a roommate, not a girlfriend. One Saturday, Sarah told me she was going to help Mark move some furniture. I offered to help, but she said it was all right, since it was going to be super quick and would take only the two of them. Later that evening, I decided to surprise her by ordering pizza. I got to her apartment, and the door was unlocked. I called out her name, but there was no answer. I walked into the living room and saw them. They were sitting on the couch, close together, holding hands, just laughing. It wasn't the innocent laughter of friends. It was intimate, warm, a connection I hadn't shared with Sarah in months. I stood there frozen, unable to speak. Sarah looked up, her face draining of all color. Mark awkwardly stood up, not saying a word. The silence was deafening. "What's going on?" I finally managed to ask, my voice barely above a whisper. Sarah stammered, trying to explain, but the words wouldn't come. The truth was written all over her face. The pizza sat untouched on the counter. I turned around and walked out, not saying a word. A week later, I packed my bags and left. It's been 6 months since then. I still think about Sarah and Mark sometimes. I wonder if they're together, if they ever think about what they did. But more than that, I wonder about the things I didn't see, the conversations I wasn't privy to, the moments that led to that scene on the couch. The entire truth is likely more than just what I saw that day. And there may be information that is unknown that could answer a ton of questions about this story. There are always 2 sides to every story, and maybe even a third, the hidden one. If you want to keep watching more stories such as these, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more untold stories.